In this video, we are going to learn about the conditions of a parallelogram. That means we are going to take a look on the proof of a parallelogram. Before we move on to the proof of the parallelogram, let's do some revision of the properties of a parallelogram. For example, we say that the opposite side of parallelogram are always equal, and we also talk about the opposite angles of a parallelogram are always equal. And in S3, we learned about the diagonals of parallelogram. They intersect each other at the midpoint, so that we call them they bisect each other. And now in conditions of parallelogram, which means we're going to prove that the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. We take a look on the converse of the three properties. So the first one is about the opposite sides. If they are equal, you say that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. And then we take a look on the opposite angle. If the opposite angles are equal and you have two pairs of equal angles, you say that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. And for the diagonals, we say that if the diagonals bisect each other. So that means the diagonals meet each other at its midpoint. So this side is equal to this side, and the shorter side here is equal to this shorter side. And we say that this is also a parallelogram. Last but not least, we have a reason called opposite sides equal and parallel. So let's take a look on the proof. We try to split the parallelogram into two equal parts. So we cut it through AC. And we say that AB and DC are parallels and they're equal to each other. So we have these two triangles. So based on what we have learned in S1, we know that angle BAC, so the one that I'm drawing in the figure, is alternate angles, is angle ACD. So that means these two angles in the split triangles are equal. And because AC is a common side of these two triangles, you know that actually triangle ABC here is congruent to triangle CDA. So actually they're exactly the same because of SAS. So that means if the opposite side of a quadrilateral are parallel and equal, you can actually split these quadrilateral into two congruent triangles. So based on what we have learned in our primary school, we know that parallelogram is formed by two congruent triangles, and we can show that the quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. So in this video, we have covered 4 different conditions of parallelogram. So these are the proof of parallelogram. Opposite sides equals, opposite angles equal, diagonals bisect each other, and we say opposite sides equal and parallel.